Hey, welcome back to the ranch out here in the Palatine Forest. And yeah, we are up not super early. Took our time getting ready this morning, but we're in May year 4, and today we are starting the process of getting our land cleared and our house built. So, yeah, last episode we got our new, what was it called? Our new garage set up, our little work yard. We got a playground in. We added some fencing around our greenhouses and our gardens. So that's all good and done. So now we just need to get our house built. And that might be almost the last step of our ranch build. Maybe. So we're gonna get a house done. So we gotta clear all the land we need. And then we'll probably end up putting some more trees back because I'm not quite sure how I want to do it all. And then we may clear out a bunch of it as well for another field, just to make sure we have enough grass and other stuff that we could use to make money. Since money is super important to our survival once we are done with all the wood. We won't always have, I mean we will, we can just buy more land, but so yeah, so I'm just going to start cutting down trees. Start up a little path to where I thought our house could be. And then as we could like run over there. So I did clear a little area here. And there's still a bunch of trees and stuff just sitting here ready to go, but I'm not sure where I want the driveway, where we want to put the lake, the pond, and that kind of stuff. So I might just clear all of this, and then put some trees back, and then the space in between. I think we might clear all of this as well to create another field. We might not do that this episode, but I think we could do that to create another field and still have some trees. I mean, we're at the edge of the map over here, so probably just come in from the edge of the map a little bit and go through and clear to build another field. So that would give us, we could probably like, here's our horses, so we could probably kind of clear it around here, kind of wrap it, and then bring it out and around here, and have like another pretty good sized field that we can use to do grass, or if we could, if we want to do corn silage or whatever we want to do with it, we will have, another big field, since we're kind of running out of flat space. And I think that would kind of be our starting spot for everything. But there's a lot of trees we got to get rid of, and unfortunately it's going to take a while. So I'm not sure how many months this episode will go through, but we are definitely got some work ahead of us today. So I'm going to get going, get all this done. Right now our sawmill is empty. It does have a bunch of stuff we could sell. However, there's no wood in there, so that's good. So at least we'll be able to get some wood going. These little trees we will just turn into wood chips and not deal with cutting those down. I did find the Devourer, I think it's called. But it's a wood chipper that I can just drive over trees and it turns them into wood chips. So I can kind of show that real quick before I just get to work and bring you guys back in a little bit. So I'm just going to use it for the little trees. Probably not the big trees, just because we lose about half the money just turning stuff into wood chips. But this is it, and you just turn it on. Just find a little tree, boom. Let's see, that's off. Lower it, and put this. Cutting failed. There you go. And it shoots it into the bed. So I did find this, so this is going to help us speed up these little trees greatly, because sometimes I just cut them at the bottom and get rid of them. Sometimes I like put them into the beast wood chipper that we have. So this will probably save us, I don't know, with all these little trees, I bet it'll save us hours of real lifetime. And that's going to be huge. So we will have a huge wood chip sale at some point. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep working. Get everything cleared out. Get a house built. Get a pond dug. And then have to go back through and add in a bunch of trees, just because I want it to still be a forest. I don't want all the trees just to be gone, because aesthetically it's not what we're going for. Even though we could, maybe we just got removed all the trees and we could have a bunch of fields and put the animals down on the ground. I'm going to shut up. I'm just rambling. So, I'm going to get to work. I will see you all in a bit. Alright, so it's May 2nd, and we have just been working and working and working and thinking. So, where's our truck? Where's my tractor, so you could kind of get an aerial view of what's been going down. So, I started with just clearing out some trees. So we got this area cleared out. Pretty good section. I think it's probably big enough for the house and the driveway, and then a yard, and maybe a pond back here. I gotta find a garage though that I can put up here too for our truck. So when we come up to the house, we could park in the garage. So all this is coming pretty good. We still got a lot of wood. Our sawmill is freaking full. So wood's just kind of piling up. So when the sawmill was working, I decided, if we look at the map, I think I mentioned this before, but like this area here is kind of where the house will be, and I think we're going to turn the rest of this into a field. So like behind the house and the pond, all the way behind our workshop, around the workshop, up to the horse, and then probably like just behind the horses a little bit maybe, but at least up to next to the where that road is and our new workshop. So I think that's what we're going to do there, and so I'm going to plow it because I want to be able to see the difference. I just realized when I was looking at the map, like this is all still trees, so you can't really see any difference. Everything else is trees, but our fields are clean and pretty. So I'm just going to plow this so we can do, they'll just be clean, no trees on the map, and then we'll start, we'll add trees back. We will put our house in, we'll dig out our little pond back here. We'll get our field built out. And then I'm going to plant actual crop grass for the yard anyway, so we can mow it and it'll be harvestable and all that, just in case we need more grass. And then back behind this whole other field, we'll keep it separated somehow. And then this other field we could use for grass or corn or whatever else we want to do. But I thought I'd come in and give a little update on what I'm working on. So we started plowing this. I think I need to come in and paint this area right here a little bit so it matches that curve a little bit better. Because we're going to fence in this whole area. We're going to run a fence. So I went through already and kind of cleared out this area so we could put a fence up here, but I decided I want to plow it first. So all this will become a field. I haven't decided like the driveway yet, so I thought about doing it here and just kind of having it like indented and come up this way to the house. But I got to figure that still out, and we still got time. We got so much wood laying around, and we, as you can see, it's all the bigger ones. All the little ones we just been sucking up with that little guy right there, and it's been working pretty good. We got our stump grinder, where we brought this big dog out to help kind of plow everything a little bit and get stuff going. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this space. I think I will probably just go around it and find our property line, which is probably right here. It's probably just this ledge. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I've been thinking about getting a forage harvester for mowing, but then I don't like towing the trailer, so I'm not quite sure yet. Over here we'll probably just get like a little mower that we could drive around and do some yard work. But yeah, I've just been driving back and forth. We can see our sawmill is full. Oh, I deactivated everything on accident because it was not full. That's my bad. So yeah, so it's full. I think all of our animals are doing pretty good. Well, I guess they could probably use some food. So I gotta feed the animals, it looks like, and go from there. I just wanted to give a little update on what's been going down since, you know, just felt like it was time. So I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna go feed some animals. We did buy this trailer for when we dig out our pond, but I gotta drive over here, grab our truck, and get to feeding some animals, and maybe we'll time lapse that a little bit. I gotta get somewhere safe so I can get back. Okay, so we are going to cruise over and dump our sunflowers into our little production over here. And I did update this to haul bulk materials. So it wasn't hauling our coffee beans before. I went in and updated that, so now it will haul the coffee beans. And so that was changed on this, because normally it wouldn't do it, but I didn't want to have to carry a trailer around. It's kind of the point of this whole thing. So we don't need a trailer. So we're going to come in. I did put another beehive down. Alright, so let's dump this in here. Let's go in. We'll run in. Figure out what we want to do first with it, and I don't know why. Alright, so got our sunflower. I want to make honey biscuits and honey bread. What is sunflower honey? Oh, honey and sunflowers make sunflower honey. Alright, so we're going to start with getting just some sunflower flour. sunflower flower going. So we'll get that going, and then we'll have to figure out the next thing. And what we can do is take this stuff and we'll go put it in our little market over there for when we got homies that come see our stuff. So we got that going. I still haven't figured out a flatbed truck situation. I got like the attachment one, the RMC one. I need to do IC controls, I guess, to like adjust the semi for the different things, that the attachments that go on it. But we might just buy like a Chevy 6500 and have a flatbed on it and just drive that around to do the flatbed type things instead of dealing with that. Like, it'd be nice just to have one semi, but I don't mind driving and then going to put one back and then going back and forth. Oh, we don't have the thing over here. Let's check the compost. That looks good. I think we might switch our other one to apricot. I think we need to grab some strawberries out of here. I don't know why we have strawberries in here, but we do. Oh yeah, strawberries are just on pallets. Alright, well I got the animals fed. We got some more stuff going in for our coffee beans. We got some juice to sell. We have wood we probably got to sell pretty soon because our sawmill's going to get full. We got some more wine we could sell or put in storage. Our animals don't really need water at the moment. The 2 pins that need water. We do need that little guy. I sold our giants. Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't think it'll fit on our little trailer. I mean, it's not too far to run back and forth, but I really want to. So I just want to get our sugar beets cut up and put back into the sugar mill so that way we could keep our wine going. Alright, let's see how much we have in here. Sugar beet, dang, 100,000. I've been slacking. But that kind of happens because we've been trying to finish the farm build before we got too crazy into doing everything else. So fill this up, take it over, drop into the sugar mill, and then go from there and figure out what I want to do for a flatbed. And this little area will probably just get turned into something at some point once we are done digging and getting our house built. Because I don't think we'll have to be worrying about gold anymore, any more pay dirt. Tell me no, not full. Why are you being so dumb? There we go. Alright. well, I'm just going to keep chugging along, cleaning some stuff up, and getting back to working on our house and that plot of land. And we'll see you with the next update. Okay, so I figured out the situation with the RMC stuff. I downloaded interactive controls, and now our truck will fit and look correct the best I can with these attachments. And now we got a flatbed. So we're probably going to sell our Max and just run this truck. Another Kenworth matches our big dog Kenworth, and we'll just switch out these things as we need it, which is super rad. So I'm going to go up, and I'll see you when we get to the top when sorry, I gotta concentrate. When we start seeing how much this will hold. Alright, so it doesn't hold a ton, but I think that's alright. Hold what? 4, 8, 12 at a time. There's a rollback one we could get, but it's super long. If we manually load it on the back, we could probably get a little bit more. But I think for like moving stuff around the farm, this would be perfect. That's all we're doing. We're just coming in, grabbing some strawberries, grabbing some apples, grab it, you know, and then if we need to put stuff in storage, we'll take it to the storage. But we don't really need to. I still don't know why we're growing strawberries. Let's see. Which one's doing? It's not that one. Yeah, I don't know why we're doing strawberries. Don't really know why we're doing grapes. But we are. Oh. Let's grab these strawberries and see. But I do like the idea of just having one truck and switching off the beds, like we did with our other one when it was baby sized. That way, I wonder if there's a way to block the pallet. There's the strawberries. More? Some more grapes. We'll just leave the grapes there. So we're going to sell our 2 Max and get some money back to help cover the cost of this stuff. And then get everything brought up, put away. So I'm going to do that now, right after we drop off this stuff. Right here. Oh, strawberries are full, huh? Alright, I'm going to unload these, load it back up. I wonder if I can make, if I could have made the space a little bit wider, or longer, so it would try to put stuff on the back. We might tweak that a little bit and see what happens. We might go throw some of this into our wine. Let's see. We gotta go that way anyway. Right, I mean, mean, it's just like putting on a trailer. Just back up, pick it up, take off. Boom. We're done. It's just making life so much faster. Love it. Super pumped. I got this figured out. Look, there's a line. Alright, I'm going to get everything sold up and moved, and we'll be back. Okay, so made a little more progress today. Not much, but I thought I'd kind of show you kind of the entrance to our farmhouse. So, and I wanted to kind of see what this looked like. So, got like a nice white gate next to it, and then we've got this nice big opening where we could just cruise on in. There we go. Yeah, I think I kind of like it, maybe. And then boom, and then we'll have our driveway come up. Boom, boom, boom. Have a house. Have a pond. I gotta clear out some more ground. I think everything's a little too tight. I think I like this though, because it's small. Like, we don't need big equipment to come through here. Like, it's just for our cars, normal vehicles. So I think this is pretty good. I like it. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, there's still a lot to do though. So I think I found the house we're gonna go with. Which one is it? Has like a built-in garage. What's that? There we go. This one. Right here. So, got our little 2-car garage. Probably have it somewhere over here. It says it's overlapping other objects. Oh. So yeah, so we'll probably just have it somewhere like this. And then boom, and then back there we will have our pond. We'll have a little backyard. Maybe we'll fence it in a little bit more. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So today's pretty much over. It's already late, getting tired. So we're going to go and hit the hay, and we'll come back tomorrow, and we got to mow. I bought a bunch of new equipment down there, so I will roll down in the morning in the pickup and pick up our mower, and then come up with that once we get it. And kind of show you all the stuff we've purchased, and I think we'll be pretty good with needing nothing else on the farm unless we start updating our trailers, not to be like the big off-roady trailers, and our semi not to be a big off-road kind of crazy semi. So those might change, and if we do that, we'll probably change this guy to match the Kenworth we get. But in the grand scheme of things, it's time for bed. And then tomorrow we'll head on down and show you what we picked up. We're going to try for mowing, and then what else we got. So I'll see you then. Okay, so let's see what we got. We freaking spent some coin. So we got our new harvester. And we got a trailer and this guy. That might be a little big. Holy cow. I didn't think it was that big. So we got this. Lexian 8900. And then we got this guy. The Jaguar 990. 50-year anniversary edition. And then we got this Crone right here to mow. And this was probably the most expensive mowing setup ever. But we are going to see if it will actually fit up the roads, because that's probably one of the most important pieces of this whole thing, is if this will fit down the road. And well, maybe not. This might be too big. Let's see, can we? Well, we might be able to make this work. I don't know though. Well, we're gonna find out. Because we could get from our fields to our fields, this would be perfect, I think. If we can't, then we'll just sell it. And it is what it is. And then we got that, the regular combine, at that size, just for horsepower. I don't need the big head for it, but it's kind of, I thought it was going to be a little bit smaller. It's supposed to be a flex one, so we'll see how that works. But we know that will fit because it goes on the trailer, and we can just pull it up behind. But we're going to see if this gets up there to our grass field first, since we need to mow that. And don't know how this is going to go. There is a smaller one, which we might just get instead. I don't think this will actually make it up to the farm. We'll find out. Alright. Alright, so we made it. And now we could test this mowing business out. So we will definitely be getting some steering assist going. And off we go. Very nice. Easy peasy. Wind rowing. No coming back and doing a second round. Just one shot. The only thing I'm worried about is getting this mower head. What are you doing? Up through our little road. So we might have to kind of make that a little bit larger, which might not be the worst thing for like some semi trucks and stuff. But that might be the only problem we have. This is working pretty good so far. Not going super fast, but I guess the other problem is we're already at 10% and we still have a lot to go. That sucks. Alright, so once this gets unloaded, let's see. So we got almost, probably about 1 million liters of grass off of those 2 fields. So that is that's a lot of grass. That is fantastic. So we should be cooking it with the grass. We'll probably save about 100,000 liters in here, hopefully. Give or take, when I catch it, just so we can make sure we have grass for our sheep and our goats right there. But that's pretty fantastic. So that's going to be running for a while. And now the next question is, can we get this all the way back over here, which we don't really need it over here, but at this moment that's where it's going, just because I don't, because I gotta drive and get our tractor. Oh shit. I gotta drive and get our tractor so we can put fertilizer down on those 2 fields and get the maximum amount of grass in the next couple months to pull that off again. So this won't be stored down here normally. They'll be up in the other shed, but our Our tractor's right here, and I did not want to walk. So, ooh, saved it that time. So we'll leave it here. It needs a good washing, but pretty freaking sweet. Alright, now let's drop this mess off of things. Looks like we might need to stop and grab some fuel when we're here. We did have 2 baby horses. I can't tell which are which. They're like a month old. I missed it, and let's see if we could squeeze through here. There we go. And we did miss it, but we got two babies, so that's fantastic. Now we are going to go grab the fertilizer and fertilize both those fields. Hopefully it doesn't need any fertilizer in it, but we might just bring the little tank with us just in case it needs it. So we'll probably back up and grab that real quick. That's pretty sweet when you fill up and it doesn't cost you money because you already paid for 25,000 liters of fuel. Alright, so this is the fertilizer one. Alright, we got this. It's full. That's fantastic. Now we can cruise on back and get that going. And I'm just going to get back to work. Hopefully we'll get that wood taken down pretty soon. Okay, jumping in, do a little sneak peek. And we got our house in. We got this little fella. Super dope. Has a full interior, fireplace, TV, all the good stuff. Has some sweet artwork. Has a little 2-car garage. And then we did finish building out the little path forward from our gate. We got some nice pavers to the roundabout where people could park for parties and stuff. Got a nice little sitting area for hanging out and just chilling. We did put a couple little trees back. And we do have our little road up the hill, which come from here. We still got a dirt road here, but come in. We got some nice little trees. We're going to line this with these little trees just because they're cute. And they should bloom super cool. Come up, kind of wrap in, and boom, there's our house. Kind of see it through the trees past the garden. And then come this way and we have our garage. So we can fit our truck when we come and chill at night. Nice and easy. So over here, we're going to plow all of this at pretty soon probably, and turn this into a grass field that we can mow and pick up the clippings and bale it or whatever we want to do with it, or do nothing with it and just let it be grass. And then it'll kind of wrap around. We'll be able to pick it up. We still got to put our fence up to our property line there. Over here, what I've started to do is when we put the house down, it kind of deformed all of this. So we're going to kind of do a little two-step where we're going to kind of wrap it out a little ways to kind of break it down to more of this level, at least kind of around here where the house is. And then from the back door, we'll come out and we'll probably have like a little playground for kids and some stuff here. And then we'll come up and we will have it step up a little bit. We'll get a little bit higher, probably about to this level. And right here is kind of where we're going to dig our little pond. It's not going to be super deep, but it's kind of the shape I'm going for the pond, kind of a bean kind of shape. Not super huge, but I think we'll dig that out a little bit, and then we'll kind of build like a nice little pond. And then up here, since we'll be above, we'll do a little sitting area. Maybe we'll throw a dock on it if we can for some fishing. But right now you can see it's pretty deep down there, but we don't want to dig all that out. We're probably just going right about here and just kind of wrap it around a little ways back over here, and then kind of smooth it out and dig this out, and then we'll have some steps coming up to a nice little chill area. So our pond shape might change a little bit. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're working on at the moment. I just want to give you a quick little update, and now I'm going to just get back to work. I thought I'd show you how sweet this is. So we got some lights on our gate. So we roll in, we got some lights, and now we have, I can't tell where I'm going. We got our little tree section. Try to make it pretty even. It looks like I got some spacing issues, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. And we started plowing this side. So the left side and the right side are kind of different, whereas in the stuff on the left, we will definitely make a break at some point, and that will always just be grass. This side over here, since it's going to go all the way around everything, it could be a different crop. So there will be a difference where this might not be grass. This might be wheat or corn or sunflowers or whatever we decide, but because it's going to wrap all the way around to the back. And our grass field will probably just wrap up to the corner. We'll probably keep this all grass, or we might just break it here at some point and just make that normal grass, and then after the pond back here, once we get that done, just have it go that way. Well, we'll see. But it's time for bed, and in the morning I'm going to get back up, and we have to get this wood loaded, put it out of the way. We need to get all the rest of these trees cut down and moved, and go from there. So first night in the new house. I guess we could close the door. Which one of these is my bedroom? Alright, looks like bed for some kids. This must be the toilet. Yep, that's the toilet. And here we go. Nice. Alright, super busy day. And look how this is coming along. So sweet. I'm loving it. Hopefully you all are liking it. I didn't want to put huge trees here for like a canopy feel, but I think that turned out pretty good. But yeah, it's just time to get back to work, and I will bring you. Alright, I thought I'd give you a quick little update on our pond digging. So we got the first layer done. And now we're just kind of like this little middle section, we're just going another meter deeper just to give it a little bit more depth, and then we will start filling it up. And I'm either going to try to build a dock, like just a wooden dock that kind of comes out with like a gazebo on it or something, or we will just have to, you know, fill it back in a little bit and make a little peninsula. But this is kind of where we're at right now. We are just about done, hopefully. And then we can start getting it filled up and decorating it, getting our yard over here cleaned back up and looking pretty. And then we just need to start cutting down the rest of all these trees. Our sawmill, I haven't added trees since we've been digging, so it is ready and ready. Like, it's empty right now, so that's kind of the plan, and I'm just going to keep on going. Okay, so we got a problem. And the problem was when I put in the area for the water. So let's see. For this guy, so when I did the water plane, it doesn't save, which I should have known because nothing saves when I use the Terraform stuff, and I don't know why. So we have this pond, which we can't fill because it doesn't let us. So what we're going to do is, I found this natural waters and rivers pack. So I'm going to make a pond with this, and then I'll show it to you guys. It's going to be the same area. It's going to go right here. I don't know how this works, so I'm going to figure it out, and then we'll see what we get. But I think I need to re-level this a little bit and do some other stuff. So I will show you when we get it done. Unfortunately, it's not going to be this bean, but it is what it is. Okay, so we are going to plant our grass real quick. And apparently I did not buy the precision farming piece to this. So that sucks. What field is this? 36. Let's buy our soil information. Okay, and now we are back on here. And now we can see it. So I got the pond kind of done. I just need to finish removing the trees around it so I can kind of finish out like the final look of the area. So I'm going to plant the grass here, get it some more fence up, and work on getting those trees removed. And then kind of do like a little reveal afterwards. So that's the main goal of this episode, is to get that done. But I'm going to finish getting this planted because I don't want to show you guys what I've done. And we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so we are going to turn this on. We got 60,000 liters of concentrate just sitting in here. And then we're going to go sell a bunch of wood and coarse tailings and fine tailings. I did get a cheesy track trailer for that. Not for the stuff to clean out the sawmill, but to clean out this. So at least these two trailers, they are they hold like way more than they should. Whatever that's called, cheating, being lazy. Mostly it's just saving me 500 trips because I have all kinds of it to take out of our silo. So we're going to take both of these down and sell this stuff. We're going to get like 50 bucks, maybe enough to pay for the fuel. And then we got to take our semi down and sell all the wood and stuff since it's full. And we have a lot more trees to get off our new field to get on there. And then after that, probably be August. I think we could show you the house and our pond area after that. And we also got to bring up our combine and bring up our truck again. So after we sell the wood, we'll probably go and pick up that stuff. Since I already had the flatbed. And hold on, let me think. If I drive the flatbed there, drive that up, then I gotta drive something else back down. Yeah. And we have like 3 trucks down there just to bring everything back up, but that's fine. We'll just drive a tractor down and grab it. Not a biggie. So that's how that's going. January we will sell probably like a gazillion liters of wood chips, and get all that cleaned out and sold. And by hopefully at the start of year 5, we will be just working on our farming, and the entire ranch itself will be done. There's not too much left I want to do. I'm thinking about making some like little houses for like rent for people that come up and either get hammered at the winery, or they got their horse stuff going on and they're doing a weekend competition. So we might put in a few little buildings, some like little cabin type things over by the horse stable. We might as well, I want to put a restaurant in hanging off the cliff. So that will be something else we do. And then where our gold stuff is, we're done doing gold. At the moment, we don't need to do it. I think we've dug out everything we need to. Anything else we dig out, we'll just get compost or top dirt or some other material, lime, whatever else we actually need. We'll dig that out there. And then we're going to turn that into probably where we could take our, what's it make? Some stuff we're making. I think this does it. It pops out organic waste. So we need a way to take organic waste and make it into some, man, we're just sitting here watching this go, into some compost. So we will have to do that and go from there. But that would probably get done pretty soon. And I'll show you that when it's done. But we're just going to sell the gold stuff. Our sugar mill is going to stay there. It's still doing great. This little area over here where those trees are, that's just going to fill. So we'll just run over here real quick, jump up our wall. These trees, I think we might get rid of and put in, I'm trying to think how much space we have. I think we have enough space. We might put in like a plum orchard and an apricot. Cultivation. Yeah, so we might do a pear, apricot, and a plum. I want to get these 3 in somewhere. I don't know if they'll fit right here. Probably put one there, and maybe one here. Look at that. We can put all 3 there. So we'll get rid of those trees. This is going to get rearranged to something else. And then over here, not there. Over here, ooh, which one? Over here, I want to put a couple little buildings for, like, for the people to sleep, and like they could rent out little houses, more or less. So that's kind of where that's at. Just taking it. Hopefully, by the start of year 5. Everything is built and done. Our equipment is simplified, and we don't have to do anything but farm and make however many cattle we want. So if you got a cattle goal, let me know. Right now we do have on the realistic one, but we could change that to take that away and just do normal cattle if we wanted. So yeah, so just let me know in the comments. Should we try to fill up all of our cattle barns? Should we just go for our goal of cattle per however many subscribers we have? Right now, we're at 318 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and we can make that number go huge. I know I'm talking, and this is just filling, and it's probably boring as fuck. I am sorry. I will show you. All right, I'm filling up the other tailings. But there is property I want to buy before we are done buying property, even though we're not going to use it probably. So we want to buy 50 because it connects to our road. And we want to make sure no one could mess up our shit. So we're going to buy that. 38. We want to buy 38. We're going to buy 38 because it goes to this main road. Okay. We want to buy these ones. So this is the main road. We don't care about anything down there really. We want these two. We're just giving our main property a little bit of cushion. So we got all of these. I wonder if we do just buy this. It's on the other side of this like main road. Is this a main road? No, this looks like a main road. Alright, so we'll buy that. Now we're broke. 49 we don't need because this is the main road. 50, that's the main road. 51 is the last one we need to buy, and then we don't need to buy no more property. So we got to save up a little bit now, and luckily we have some gold we're going to sell to do that. So how much gold do we have? Yeah, so right, we got 31,000 liters of gold. We'll make them the gold bars. We'll sell all that. We might be able to sell that super soon. And then our wood. Alright, we got 49,000 off our first. So we got just under 100,000 for both of those. Not too bad. Alright, so we have our gold loaded up. Boom. There's a little bit in here, but nothing we can do about that because we're just going to sell it. This has a little bit of gold in it. Doesn't matter. We're just going to sell it anyway. This has a little bit of concentrate. Doesn't matter. We're going to sell it. So let's go into construction and yeet these guys out of here. Oh, that's my retaining wall. Cancel. Okay, let's sell this. Goodbye. We actually don't need that retaining wall. So it's holding up our dirt pile. Let's sell this guy. Boom. And then let's sell this one as well. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy. All the gold stuff is gone. Now we're going to drive down, sell some gold, sell some wood, bring up our combine, and then bring up our truck and our semi and whatever we drive down there to pick them all up with. And then I will give you a tour of the house and the pond area. I think it is super dope, and hopefully you all do too. Alright, here we go. Our final gold delivery to be sold. And we got almost $600,000. So we could definitely purchase our piece of land we need. And we're going to actually just do that right now. We're going to come over here, pull over, pull out our app, call our realtor, and be like, yo, get the paperwork going. Because we got her. Nope. We want this one. Buy. Alright, so now we own everything I think we need. I don't think we need 50. Yeah. We got everything we need. And we don't need to buy any more land. So that piece of the puzzle is complete. And now we just need to go sell a bunch of wood. So I'll see you when we get back here for selling. Alright, we got a ton of wood on here. Like over 200,000 liters of product. And we got $1.2 million. Holy cow. And we still got prefab walls to bring, so we're going to bring those too. Right now. Alright, now we got our prefab walls to go. A little $500,000 from those. Back up to 2.2. We are cruising with the money. Now it's time to go pick up our combine, take it up to the ranch. I might switch out the freaking header on it though. Might get a little bit smaller one. Okay, so we're gonna get the full experience here. Alright, so we paved all of this. Boom. We got our fence up. Whoa. We have not finished all the plowing and tree removal, but so we cruise in. Here we got our little, got our grass on the left. We'll have something on the right. We got our nice little circle here in case homies want to come over. They could park, hang out, leave, bring a little trailer, all Gucci. Cruise over here. We have our garage that we could park in, and we'll have to probably put like a lawnmower or something in. So boom, we can park. Got an inside of our house, which we did show. So we'll go outside. And we got our little porch. Got some wine. Got a nice fenced-in yard for the kids. They got a trampoline. They got all the toys, right? Sandboxes, seesaws, freaking all the goods. Swings, trampoline. They got some shade trees here, which is freaking awesome. We got a gate, so we can close the gate. Kids can't get out. That's why the latch is on the other side, so the little kids can't escape. Come up here. We'll come this way. We got a little dock with some fishing chairs, little swing to look onto the pond with your lady. Get a little nookie. Boom. Got trees surrounding it, keeping it super sweet. Got some lighted paths. Got a little gazebo. Come over here if you want. Hang out. Boom. And then, oh. Okay, so then take our little path around. Under the trees, nice little walk. Oh, we don't even need to put something there. Or so. Well, the other field will be back there. But we keep coming. Still got a super sick view of our pond. Beautiful water. We come over here if you want a little bit more secluded, you know, having a moment. Cook up a little grub on the grill out by the pond. And then this thing is super cool. So we come up into the tree house. Gotta keep jumping all the way up. Boom, look at this view. Look at this. Let's jump on the ledge. Look at this. Can't jump right here because you'll hit the bottom, but maybe in the deep end you can yeet it off. I don't know. But come up in here and boom, little overgrown. People aren't up here much, but you can sleep in here, which is super rad. So that's pretty dope. And then when we go down, we can walk back over. And then that's the pond. We got lilies. We got all the things in there to make it beautiful and fish heavy. So if we had, you know, the farming, the fishing expansion, we could probably get some fishes in here. Do a little fishing in our backyard. But we don't. So that's pretty sweet. Super nice. Super lovely. I must say this is super dope. If you don't think it's super dope, leave it in the comments below. If you do like it, let me know. But we're going to check it out at night now and see what these lights are like. Alright, so here it is at nighttime. We got some porch lights on the house, right? Like pretty normal chill. Nice little split AC unit. We don't have any lights in the backyard because, well, it's the backyard, and growing up we never had lights in our backyard. So, but we do have lights on our walking path. So at night you got this nice little, lit up walking path. We don't have lights over here for a reason, and that reason is because you don't want the lights to interfere with the view when you're swinging. You want to just be able to look out and see the beauty of it all. But our path is lit up. Come this way. Again, we didn't put lights all the way around this, so that way it's not too lit up. Cruise this way. Still keeping, the path lit up, keep you out of the pond. And then our treehouse is lit up, which is super sweet. We go up here, check it out, and look at that. Freaking beautiful, if you ask me. So this rest of the pond, right? Like, we don't have lights everywhere because it's a pretty good sized pond. You got fishes in there. You got, maybe you want to walk on the bank and fish from over there. You don't really need lights everywhere. You don't need paths everywhere. It's not a park. It's your backyard. So, yeah. Coming here, we still got electricity. We got plumbing. It's a legit house, which is up on a tree, which I thought was super rad. And I thought it was like a nice little touch where, maybe your kids are a little bit older and they want to sleep out in the treehouse because they get mad at mom and dad. And they can. It's pretty built up there. It could have been cooler if there's more trees around it, but we got rid of all the trees. And over here we got our big grass field that's planted. It's not growing yet, but it's going good. We got to get a lawnmower and stuff for up here to keep everything tidy. But yeah, that's our pond. It is, I love it. Took me a while to figure out how to get the water to look good with the bean shape. I try to keep the bean shape from initial dig. But yeah, so we got to figure it out. I think it looks fantastic. It's going to be pretty cool when we get crops growing, like if we had corn or whatever growing over there, some sunflowers. You can kind of sit here and see the sunflowers because they'll kind of wrap all the way around. I did break the field right here, so this will always be grass. It's kind of like the front yard, unless we put, like horses or whatever else some ranchers have right in front of their house. Over here will always be a crop because it wraps all the way on that big field. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm not sure how long it is because I didn't record everything doing this because I redid it like 4 times. But yeah, so we're just going to come out here and relax at the pond and call it a day. Thanks for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this beauty. I love it. I think it's super rad. It came out fantastic. I cannot wait to finish the build on this ranch, which is almost done. It's a lot of trees. I'm over trees, but we got a bunch. We may or may not put them all into wood chips or wood. But yeah. So until next time, take care. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this pond. this build that we're doing. I think at some point I'm going to do a video that just shows the before and after. But yeah, let's go out here and relax. Just take in the scenes. The nice rain. Alright, everybody. Peace.